Alright folks, what is up? This is One Big Bug and I am coming at you with Euro Truck Simulator 2, and we are using our new Super Save Truck Showcase profile. And one of the things I wanted to do is I want to go back and I wanted to retouch on the Scania 143. The reason being is because when I did this there was a lot of stuff locked that I didn't have the proper level for. And I wanted to re-look back over this to look for those, to see what's actually here, and actually do the proper levels for the game. Because I really think this is a really awesome mod. So, as you know, some of these I didn't have. So there was Top Line, and here we have Estes, whatever it is. You see here, Custom, which is just, you know, normal low. Josephine, I don't know what the difference in Josephine is. Looks like the door handle changes, and you have Maggie. Again, I don't see... It looks like just the door handle changes. That's okay. And then we have the different chassis. So there's the 4x2, 4x2 Special. And then we have the 6x6, 4x2 Custom, which is a little bit more chrome. Chassis for Josephine. Probably these are the differences. 4x2 Maggie, 6x4 Custom, and 6x2x4 Custom. Okay, and the different motors, you see the motors go all the way up to 500 horsepower, and the transmissions. That is a graphics glitch if I've ever seen one, but that's okay. We're not sticking in here with this graphics issue. I have no idea what's causing that. I got nothing on that should be causing that. So, whatever the case may be, we're not going to worry about it for now. What we wanted to look at is like different accessories that I couldn't unlock before, like this. I could only put this here, but it looks like you get one that goes straight to the back, and then one that has the two of them. So that was there. And then the different horns. Long tube, thunder, tone, and roar. And the different tops, of course, I didn't have. We had bonfire, we have the little AC, we have space. Apparently these are ladders to the side of the truck that go up top. And then you can actually get a roof rack up here. That's interesting. And then the Waco with sidebars and the thing. Roof rack with sidebars. And then the Waco side ladders with the top as well. So that was what was different there. Oh, this is interior. This would be interior lighting. And I don't have that. I can't show that one here, which is fine. The different bars are standard. The different banners, as we saw, I went over those before. The Custom, Holland, Josephine, Maggie, Poland, and Scotland. So those are two I didn't have. I didn't have Josephine and Maggie unlocked. These are the Custom sides, Scania. You can see you even get a design in the window. And then the different mirrors we went over. And the different things that you could put in the windshield. That, and then that. That was the one I didn't have unlocked there. Let's see. Oh yeah, all the different things you could put in the front I didn't. You had the Atlas, the picture with the Atlas, GPS. Then you had the car there. Then you had like the setup. That's what we were using, I think. Then you have a major setup here, which you actually have a coffee maker, coffee cup, and then whatnot, the bag in the back. And this one just looks like it puts tags in the front of the car, or front of the truck. Oh, this is, I think, the one we're using, the Christmas tree. Yeah, this one I was using, the Christmas tree. And then just another coffee cup one, and then the picture, the bag in the back. Actually puts like a road map down there, and then I don't know what changes on that one. Oh, the back there, Scania Virus probably, yeah. There's the difference there. So those are the differences that were there that I weren't able to showcase. That's just a GPS. Front of the truck, the bars look, yeah, they're pretty much the same. And the same with the bottom bars, although there is, let's see. Oh, I gotta sneeze. Excuse me. You have the Scania front mud flaps, Scania Biller front mud flaps, Scania mud flaps with the lights, Biller with the lights, and then that's the one I use, and I think that just changes. Yeah, that's there. Then you have the standard ones as well. Tires, just, you know, regular tires. I don't have any tire mods. So this is probably what I thought it was. Single pipe, long pipe, yep, double pipe, double long pipe. Okay, that's exactly what I thought that would be there. So that's pretty much it for the Scania 143. I know I kind of rushed over it, but that was kind of the whole point. Was just to show the things I could, because I still really feel like this is a really good, strong mod, and I really feel like it deserves being looked into if you haven't already. This is especially a truck that you can drive and you can buy from the dealership from the beginning and actually drive it and actually make it your personal truck if you don't want to drive one of the other ones. So I would definitely look into that if I were you. Alright, but I'm going to flip this over into the truck that we're actually going to showcase. So I'll catch up with you in a moment. Alright folks, what is up? We are back and we are looking at the next truck I'm here to showcase. And again, I'm kind of on like an older truck kick. And this is the Volvo F10 Globetrotter. You can buy this when you put the mod in the Volvo dealership. There is a newer version out, but from what I hear, the interior sound is messed up on that version. So I went and found the standalone version. So we're going to take a look at any upgrades we can make on this truck at all. Yes, there is a companion in the back. That is kind of a drawback, but at least she's in the back and not in the seat. We cannot change the chassis. There are various engines up to 540 horsepower. Looks like the standard transmission, so we're going to go with the ZSAS Tronic with retarder. Looks like a single interior. Looks like we have maybe a few limited points. We can put a bonfire on it, and that actually looks like it. Interesting with the red mirrors. And then of course we can change the tires on it. You have the standard F10 tires, and then you can put your own tires on it. I don't know if any of them actually look particularly, because like I said, we're using all basics now, so that kind of looks like about it. You know, you can get rid of your side mirror, and that's it. That's pretty much all she wrote for this, so no customization really on this whatsoever. As minor as it can get. But at least you can upgrade the engine and transmission. So that's a nice paint job for it right there. That's actually nice. And of course, you have standards, and you can custom. So why don't we go with the Eurotrans paint job here. This must come with the truck because I don't have that loaded here. Alright. Oops. We need to drive it, don't we? So I'm going to take it from whatever location I'm at right now. And let's see if we can find a decent freight to haul. Yeah, we need short route lengths. 400. So, yeah, we're going to go with this one, obviously. I'm considering turning my trailer mods on, man. Let me tell you, I am like, I can turn them off when I need to. I think at this point, I'm at least gonna put like, I think the basic trailer mod on, but for now, we're not. All right, so it's dark. Not too fond of doing it while it's dark, but it should be fine. Put the brake on here. Let's fire it up. See what we get. It's an interesting start. Huh. Outside? Extremely quiet. Lights on. High beams. Directionals. In the back. Oh, brakes on. Okay. It's got interesting air sounds at least. Right. This is sounding familiar. Wow, the steering's like super sensitive on this profile. I may have to go and change that. That sound just sounds familiar. That sounds like one of the American trucks that I've recently driven. Really does. I've heard that engine sound before, I just can't remember where. Alright, so we're going to take our job, and before we go any further, I need to turn down the... Yeah, the dude's got the steering sensitivity like in orbit, so I need to change that. So, okay. Let's hook it up and go, yeah? We got 16 tons of machinery here. Do I have my lights on? I don't think I do, to be honest. I didn't. Oh, I'm supposed to go this way. I don't know, it's kind of hard to describe. I like the look of the truck, but that noise, that engine sound, I've heard it before. I'm not sure which truck I've heard it on. It's real quiet. Horn's not. I can really hear the cabin noise in this one. Which is interesting because I don't have the... or do I? I don't think I have the road noise... I'm almost positive I don't have the road noise. I have got to double check. I am sorry, but if this is doing what I think it's doing, I'm gonna have to pull it. I should not have the road noise mod on. I did turn it on in here by accident, and I did not mean to. Okay. Because that interferes with the sound, you know, of evaluating the truck. And I don't know why I turned that on. So it's wherever we left off at this point. And again, I apologize for that. I normally don't do things like this on video, but I'm a little bit out of sorts at the moment, so. Oh, we're not that far back at all. It handles well, and the inside textures don't look too bad. I haven't really looked over the inside too much because, well, to be honest with you, oh, we're going to end up hearing the road noise even though I shut it off, because the only way to get it to stop, alright, a little too high. The only true way to get it to stop is to actually leave the game, shut the game down, and have it reload completely. So we'll have to listen to that, I guess, for now. Wow. It's really hard to tell when you're outside that bandwidth if you're not paying attention. Oh, that road noise is real bad on this mod, huh? Man, that's kind of dumb. I think what I may do is I may end up stopping the video, restarting the game, just to get rid of it. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I apologize for this, folks. This was not something that this was not something that I expected to do, so I'll catch up with you in a minute. Alright. I hated doing that, but it made more sense. Because I want to evaluate the truck and not another mod. Whatever. I don't care too much if my drivers find work or not. Because this is all about showcasing the truck, and I don't know, so far the interior is nice. It drives well. You know, it looks pretty good, and now that we're getting some daylight, I'll actually be able to look around the interior a little bit. But I don't know, I can't get my mind over the engine sound. That's from an American truck mod, I know that. I've heard it before. Still though, like I was saying earlier, it looks good. It drives well, handles well. Tires look okay. Hooks up to the trailer well. Trailer's not clipping anything. Doesn't seem to be any graphical glitches. I don't know. It's a good mod. The engine sound is louder on the inside than it is on the outside, as it probably should be, to be honest. I think that most people could drive this without the GPS on, because the GPS in the window seems of decent size, and you can see your gearing in that little globe thing over there. See, that's what makes me feel like this is almost like a modified American version as well, because that radio kind of like beacon globe, you know, thing with little globe there and whatnot, you find those in American truck mods. I've never seen one in a European truck mod. Also, my speedometer only goes up to, looks like, about 85 kilometers. So anything you're doing over 85, you're not really going to know the difference. So that would be about the only reason to have the GPS on, would be that you don't know what speed you're going after you exceed 85. So and we slowed down way too far. I think you may have the braking intensity up, but I will switch that after. I'm not going to do that now. I can deal with that. I'll look into that later. Interesting slow down here. Yeah. I've heard that before. I'm starting to think that this is the old K100 sound. Not the newest one that I showcased earlier when I did the American Truck Series. That's kind of what it's reminding me of, basically because of the high whistle there of the turbo. It's very, very reminiscent of the it's very, very reminiscent of the old K100, the one I used to drive back before I started doing showcases and whatnot. I was just showing off like really high-end weird trucks, you know, modding them out, you know, high-end modding trucks and whatnot. Not much else to say. I don't get the red around the mirrors. The only thing I can think of for sure is that that's a missing texture. Otherwise, it really doesn't bother me. I don't know. It's a very standard mod. It's actually well done, but there are a couple things in it that I find lacking. Number one, the gauges. I do have my camera mod on to pull the dashboard closer, to sit up closer, and even then the gauges are hard to read. They're blurry. So I'm thinking that they're low-res textures at this point. The engine sound, it's, again, like I said, that's extremely reminiscent of an American mod, and I'm not sure which one. I said I'm thinking the K100, but it could be like the W900, could be one of them. I just can't put my finger on which one. It sounds good, but the fact that it is part of another mod makes me kind of like, raise an eyebrow. What is this? The same person that maybe made the mod a while back, or do they have permission to use it? Does it really matter? Need my lights on anymore? I do like the shades. The shades in the truck look nice. They're reminiscent of the old, when you have the big tall windshield. This would be, yeah, this would be very reminiscent, of how you used to deal with it. Instead of like the outer window visor, you'd have the shade in the front that you could pull down and push up. I apologize. I am a little tired right now. I didn't get much sleep. And that's kind of a shame, because last night was the first night that I actually got was getting some really good sleep. I knocked out after I got home, passed out, and I just wanted to keep sleeping. I was so tired. Which, by the way, Candlejack, I know that I gave you a shout out in the last video, and I wish I could have done more. In this video, hopefully you're watching this and you'll also hear me get to say this much. Last night was the first night that I used the blanket that you got me from my wish list, and I gotta tell you, brother, it's like night and day. It was so warm. I wasn't cold at all, not even a little bit. I put the blanket over me, and I felt immediate warmth. It's just thick. It's heavy, but not too heavy, so I can feel the weight of it, but it's not like bearing down on me. Man, it's unbelievable. You have no idea how happy you've made me doing that. Yeah, shut up. And the fact that I can lay down now on a cold night and be warm, not have a chill, it's one of those things, you take for granted the little things until you can't anymore, until they're taken away from you. And having a warm blanket on a cold night is definitely one of those things that you take for granted. I've already made the complete swap. I've taken my old blanket and I used it to replace my dog's old blanket, which was surprisingly in worse shape than I had thought it was, but I still made it, pulled his old blanket out, threw it away, and put my blanket that he chewed a bunch of holes in, but it's it's still solid, and it's basically just something for him to lay on, so he's got that for now. And I'm using the new blanket, and I gotta say this much. I ain't leaving that blanket unattended around my dog. I am not taking the chance that he's gonna try and chew another hole in that damn thing. So again, Candlejack, man, just thank you. That, oh man, it just makes such a difference. So far, driving this Volvo F10 Globetrotter is, you know, it's kind of been like driving any other truck right now, any other truck in the game. You know, you only get up to 500 horses, so you're going to be a little bit underpowered depending on what you tow. Especially that there's no modified transmissions to give you extra gears, you know, maybe for low down. You only get, meant to go 1, I went 2. You only get the standard 12 gear transmission. You know, there's probably a 14 gear maybe, but I didn't see. I don't know what else for sure, you know. I don't see anything popping up, anything different or special or... The interior so far looks decent. I like the Pepsi bottle sitting over on the side there. Matter of fact, we got a little bit of time. Let's use this rest stop so we can look around the interior a little bit more, shall we? I think that's a thing. So we're just going to pull it up right here. Just like this. Okay. So let's take a look. Better look now. Okay. So you have the blow-up doll in the back because she's not blinking or showing any emotion. Yeah, that's an interesting picture in the back for sure. Looks like dangling seat belts almost, with the netting in the back, and then the top looks like a sunroof that you could open. Only here, you know, you're not going to be able to, which is fine. I like the texture, the cloth texture around the interior. That's nice. Interesting that you have a separate, looks like, radio, you know, battery-powered radio in here. The gear shifter. You even get the little lighter set there on the wall of the console. That looks like the radio for the truck itself right there. The map and sunglasses are a nice touch. The glove box over there. The bar to help get you in. The standard crank for the roll-up window. I don't know what that's supposed to be. Access to something probably. Again, like I said, the steering wheel is kind of hard to see. Not the steering wheel, but the gauges are a little difficult to see. Oops! I honestly thought I cleared that. I guess not. I know it sounds like I did on purpose. I really didn't. I thought I cleared that. So... oh, again, I apologize. Like I said, I'm a little tired. Went to bed, like I said, around 3, 4 in the morning. I got up around 11. I know it's a fair amount of sleep, but especially after everything I went through, I'm exhausted. I'm really exhausted. And yes, you're not seeing things because I've sold off a couple trucks. My company is now worth slightly over 1 billion euros. It's 1,021,915 euros. Give or take a couple thou. Hmm. There's not much for me to say about the mod, you know. It's a very easy to break down and evaluate mod. You know, there's not a lot to it. It's solid. It's a solid mod for sure, but you know, there's not a lot of extras to it to go over. There's nothing to kind of learn. That's a little loud in here. Yeah, but that's alright. We actually like loud air horns and wish more companies would, more trucks actually had them, rather, is what I'm looking for. Oh, fucking toll booth. I seem to be drifting a lot on the corners, like the corners sneak up on me and I'm hitting the edges more. That's nothing to do with the truck, I just wonder why that is. It might be because I'm a little tired. I honestly think it's because I'm worn down. Of course, I'm worn down too because I haven't eaten much, if I'm to be straight with you as well. All I've had to eat today was a foot-long Polish hot dog and a diet soda from Costco because my wife and I, we didn't have a lot of money and neither one of us, you know, I literally got up, went out the door, and even though my wife was up for a little while, she never felt like eating, so she never eat. So, you know, we didn't have a lot of money, so, you know, for $3 we were each able to get a foot-long hot dog, or Polish sausage rather, and you know, a medium soda, which you can refill as many times as you want. I didn't, I just had the one. So that could be why I'm running low on energy as well, as I haven't eaten today. Which isn't how it was supposed to go, it's just how it ended up going. Alright, not much further to go. We are about 75 kilometers or such outside from our destination. We are just about done with this run with the Volvo F10. Let me get into the other lane here. One more toll booth. Confun it. We need more toll booths. Oh god, I know what we did wrong. Oh no, it doesn't matter. That's right. I was going to say, my wife and I, we never bought salad dressing, but the salad mix we bought actually comes with salad dressing. So, oh, that's actually fine. I got a little worried there. I was like, great, great, great. We have salad mix, but we don't have salad dressing. No, we have salad dressing. Yeah, I'm gonna be straight with you. I kind of feel like I'm like letting you guys down by not talking much, but I don't know what to say. You know, as I said, this mod's just, it is what it is, and that's all. You know, it is what it is, and that's all that it is, because it's the Volvo Globetrotter F10. Whoa! Since when does that happen? Just pulled right out in front of me. Does this truck register to the traffic? It has to register the traffic. That was a little interesting eye-opener right there. The bus just decided, you know, fuck it, I'm going to pull out. Again, I can't help but think if that was like AI traffic and I was behind him, that truck would have just, or that car would have, bus would have just sat there and sat there and sat there and sat there and not freaking budged. Oh, come on, really? Another toll booth? Am I in France? Oh man, I so hate toll booths. You have no idea. Well, actually, if you watch this series enough, you probably do have an idea how much I hate toll booths. Alright, enough toll booths. Our destination's right there. You go truck, you stay car. I'm finishing up just in time. Dinner just arrived. Does it smell good? Beef. That's what's for dinner. He was going slow, man. That truck was crawling. Yeah. Can't have that. Got food waiting. One more corner here. And here we are. I might be able to back this baby in. Might be able to. We're a little off. Just slightly. Good enough, though. Whatever. Alright. So, Globetrotter, Volvo F10. What can I say about it? Well, it's a solid truck. It's a solid mod. It looks good. You even see it looks like you get wipers on the front there of the windshield. It's a good tribute to the truck. You know, it's solid. It drives well. It looks well. It looks good on the road. The textures are good. The interior is good. Everything about it's okay. The dashboard's a little low res, but it's not terrible. You can read it. Okay. It's a nice tribute to the truck, but the downsides are it has almost no customization on it. I mean, you can change the tires and you can put a light thing on it. That's about it. So it has virtually no customization to it whatsoever. The companion, of course, is in the back of the truck. I know I didn't get to test the windshield wipers, but that's okay. I'm pretty sure that they're going to work on this truck. And, of course, the sound, that's from an American truck mod, and I would almost swear that, you know, it almost feels like I'm driving a Kenworth at that point, the Kenworth K100. So what can I say about this? It's decent. You know, I'd probably give it I'd say 6.5 to 7. The lack of customization really hurts it. The reuse sound mod hurts it, and the low dashboard hurts it. And customization's a big thing on my list. If you don't have a lot of customization, then there's really not a lot of point. So either way, though, it's a decent drive. It drives really well, stays on the road well, turns and all that really good. And there's no like wheel clipping in the back like there was on the Comma 3. So overall, I say give it a shot, look into it. It could be fun to drive once in a while. But for the most part, if you decide not to, you're really not going to miss a lot either. So take it for what you will. Like I said, a 6.5 to a 7. It's a good mod, but there's definitely a lot of room for improvement. Alright, folks, that's going to be me done for this episode. I hope you've enjoyed watching this as much as I've enjoyed bringing it to you. If you could leave a comment, rate, and subscribe down below, I would be forever grateful. But until then, this is going to be One Big Bugger signing out, and I'll see you on the road.